What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Every Week We Follow. So we've got a two-parter today. We've got one talking about young boys. Talking about reaction to young boys and the ugly scenes that happened at Villa Park. It wasn't very nice at all.
Mate, get into it. What? Why are they so
hang on, no, hang on. I've got to set it up. And two is going to be a preview to the Wolves game. So if you do want to skip, I will set them as chapters in the scrubber below, so you can just skip to the bit you want to see if you want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, what on earth was wrong with the Swiss? God, I mean, even from minute one, I mean, I look right. So I was sitting there, and at the very start, I love it. I was like, look at that. It's brilliant. They're bouncing. They're all doing it. You got the drummer
amazing support,
the thing, and they're all doing this stuff. I'm like, yeah, I love the European away fans. Yeah, it's fantastic. So all the European away fans is incredible. But as soon as obviously it started with Yuri Tielemans taking corners, and they were literally just going like
outing him.
They were going absolutely mental at him. I was like, we go a bit crazy at players. Like, fuck, wanker. They were going in. And then when they started throwing stuff, I was like, hang on. Okay, now this is getting a bit far. And then obviously Maron scores, which we'll get onto. Great goal, by the way. Brilliant header. Yeah. But it's not cool at all. Not cool at all. And then obviously you had all the kind of Swiss German stuff coming up, going whatever, and it was saying that, and it was like basically we got a translation of it. we took the photo. I took a photo of it and translated it. It said basically something about away fans, please keep quiet to avoid any further problems. Thank you. And so, we were sitting there going, why are they so quiet all of a sudden? They're just like,
no, mate. I thought it was poor because it didn't seem justified. Their actions didn't seem justified. Because I think we just said off air, was it a case of the police were overzealous and kind of got involved a little bit too quickly? But
honestly, we could see in the distance. Obviously, we're on the other side of the pitch, so you're looking, you can kind of see stuff happening. But I could see swinging, like people were people were punching. I was like,
there was one police officer that just seemed to he took the brunt of it. I mean, there was to be fair to the young boys fans, there's a section of them that tried to move away from it and obviously didn't want to be involved. And then, but I just don't understand this mentality of going to football matches, right? Now, obviously, clear that their ultras just don't go for football, right? They're just there to chant and mainly because they didn't get hugged enough as kids and therefore are missing the vital kind of ingredients that makes you a well-rounded individual. Support your team, with passion and might and have the sledging and the banter and all that kind of stuff. No problems, mate. But why the fuck are you going to a football game and inciting violence? There's something fucking fundamentally wrong with your head if you think you've got to fight people because they support a different team or it's a different player. The hatred that it causes, I don't understand it. I love the tribalism. I hate this kind of side of football.
It's not 2 day. It's not, very different scenarios, but 2 bad days for adverts of European football. You got what happened with Newcastle, with Marseille. That wasn't incited by the fans. That was the police. From what we understand. And with this one, it was very much the fans. So, and people talk about the English fans being really bad and all this kind of stuff. I think, again, talking from a Villa fan's perspective, we're not like that. From what I understand, even the away fans, we go to games, we're very passionate, we're loud and stuff, but never really violent, from what I can tell. And I feel like that British kind of England fan thing's a bit of a thing of the past now. It's not really the same anymore. And now you've got these European fans coming in, and they're just, some of them are just, God, it's insane. It just makes me not want to go to a European away day. Makes me really not want to go
because it's not safe.
It doesn't feel safe. I'll be on edge the whole time. I'll be there going what's going to happen? Is it going to kick off? If it does, how am I going to get out? And that's how it feels, which is really sad, really, because I would have loved to have gone to something away. I still want to go to Turkey if we make it there. I probably won't go to the game.
Yeah, going to go and get me sorted out, mate.
Yeah, get that sorted.
Look, there's good and bad in all, isn't there? We've got bad, stupid Villa fans as well that will go out and look for trouble, right? It's the nature of the beast. Unfortunately, people are missing vital ingredients in their lives that make them angry and want to fight the world. And we have to accept that there are people in the world that just want to watch it burn, and football's an easy cover to kind of do that. Do you know what I mean? And so it's just a shame to see. Thankfully, it didn't spoil the game, though, mate. And I felt for Marlon because Marlon genuinely got a gash on his head and he walked past us. I'm going to put a little bit of a mini vlog out after, and he had a big cut here on his head. So, my question to you is, why the fuck have away fans got heavy plastic duty cups? Because I'm sure you don't get them on the concourse. I can't even bring a plastic bottle in, mate, with a lid. Right? How are they getting missiles to cut players' heads? What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. But yeah, it's not great. It was ugly scenes, but thankfully, the game itself. I mean, the game itself wasn't overly pretty either. It wasn't a. It wasn't a.
You know what, right? This was interesting because I found that you and your brother were going, it's a bit boring, and I was like, well, actually,
no. I looked at you in the first half. I went, it's not a classic, but we were playing okay.
Well, mate, for the first time ever, right, and I think for the first time ever against the team that played the low block, our tempo was the correct tempo. We very, very rarely, when a team sits behind the ball, move the ball quickly, and we end up fucking just playing it around the back and it's just so fucking boring. And but yesterday we didn't do that. I think we showed straight from the kickoff. Rodgers went forward, dinked the ball over to Maron, and he just went away. It could have been a goal, I thought we were on the front foot. And I think for that went all the way till 55, 60 minutes when Emery made changes. I really felt like we were threatening and we scored 2 goals and we could have probably had more. So I was really pleased with the way we played first half in particular. The crowd thing fucked it off. I think that stopped a little bit of momentum as well when it happened. 42nd minute. And I think everyone just wanted to get off at half time. I don't think even the ref played the added time. I think he just was like, "Nah, fuck it, get off and let it calm down, so let the police deal with it." And yeah, so I was at the end of the first half, 2-0.
Sorry, Jess is just ringing me. Give me a sec, just in case there's an emergency. You keep talking. Huh?
So we took the goals really, really well, and it was really. I feel like I've just gone on Watkins so much this week, but my God, the difference between Maron and Watkins is night and day. And if Maron doesn't start on Sunday, I'll be so annoyed because he gave us the impetus from the start. He looks so direct. There's a ball that Rodgers drilled across the area that was just inches away from stuff. This is the movement that Wiley's not doing at the moment. And, the first goal was a brilliant passage of play. I mean, how good is it to have Tielemans back? Honestly, I know I forgot how key he is in the way that we play through the lines and those forward passes. Before we scored the goal, we had a ball to Gesson, which was unreal through the middle. We'll get on to Gesson in a bit, but that could have been a goal. He played another one to Maron, just a defence splitting pass. And then the goal was well worked and down the right-hand side, back to Tielemans, who whips a delicious ball in. And the header was brilliant. He's being challenged. Poor defending, really, because the defender's got his back to him, but he gets in front of him. And, it's a great goal. Something that, if you go back to Sunday's game against Leeds, Ollie had a couple of half chances like that. And he's not getting in front of the defender. He's not making that run. It looks like he's lost a yard of pace. So I think Marlon, I was so pleased for Marlon yesterday because it just showed that, he's been very patient, nearly a year, with playing very little football. But every time I watch this guy play, he does something that either, is exciting, that he creates a chance or he scores a goal. So you can't love him, right? Absolutely brilliant. And I thought we just looked totally comfortable. We played some lovely stuff. I thought Matson and Sancho linked up brilliantly. Sancho still got a way to go, but there was little snippets there. They were overlapping. They were playing little intricate 1-2s. And it got us going, like I say, in that first half against the team that played like that. We were moving the ball quickly and still creating chances. And it could have been more. And then, again, plaudits go to Morgan Rodgers because I've been on him because in the first 4 games of the season, he was not very good. In fact, he was piss poor. But then in the last 6 games, he's been excellent. He's shown that the qualities that he's got. And for the second goal, he does brilliantly. He's so strong and composed on the ball, quick feet, plays a lovely ball. Marlon takes in his path. Poor defending, really. The defender makes a half-hearted challenge. But what I loved about the second goal was the finish. It's one touch and out of his feet. Now, it's down the centre of the goal, but Marlon does not give the keeper time to set. it's a touch and it's bang and it's past him before he's even had a chance to move. And he did that same thing against Burnley. Now, it's something we're solely missing. I don't know if Marlon's good enough to take us to the next level because I've not seen him play enough. I'm going on the snippets that I've seen, and I think he's got something. So now let's give him a run of games to see if we can get him on a scoring run because we've got some tough fixtures coming up in December, and I just hope that this is the start of something brilliant for Marlon. You all right, mate? Everything all right?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, his car seat wasn't in the car properly, and she couldn't work out how to make the base solid. So I had to run and help with that. Anyway, oh God, I need to go to the gym. All I did was run the length of the garden. So I don't have that big a garden.
Take a nice deep breath and breathe.
Right. So I just heard you talk about,
anyway, I've covered the
just
first
half. About Marlon.
Yeah, I've covered the first half. How brilliant he was, night and day. That he's, he deserves a run of games because he's been super patient. And my main point was this guy. In every game I've seen him play, all right, I've repeated myself because I've just said this, but he does something exciting, either creates a goal or he scores a goal. Now, I've no idea if this guy's good enough to take us to the next level because we haven't seen him play enough. What he needs now is a run of 10 games. Right, let him play over the Christmas period. Don't fucking say you're at me.
You need to stop talking about this.
Me, James. I'm Unai Emery. I know what's going to happen. If Watkins starts on Sunday, just no.
Gabby. Hey, Gabby. Look,
rise of the villains.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like, it's simple as that. Watkins will play on Sunday. So.
No! Why?
He will.
How do you justify it? Right. I want to get in the press conference. I want to say, okay, Unai, just talk to me. Why is... Okay, give me one legitimate reason why Watkins should start ahead of Marlon.
I mean,
I'll go, okay.
But I'd say, he'd probably go because he's our striker.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's where he goes. He's our striker.
His English isn't great, but from you, that's disgraceful. I'm asking you, James Clifton. Give me one.
I don't know. I'm on the camp of start Marlon. I'm just saying, he will start Watkins on Sunday. I'll be very surprised if he started Marlon. Although you said in the post match, it's the first time you've kind of seen him insinuate that Watkins needs to sort himself out.
Yeah. So his exact words were, he was asked, "Are you pleased with Marlon's contribution tonight?" And he said, "Absolutely." He's started to take his game up a level, and now we need other players to do the same. And it can only be about Watkins because I think everybody else has raised levels since the start of the season. Rodgers is playing well. Sancho did okay yesterday with Matson. I thought that link-up worked really well. Yuri Tillemans, I swear to God, right, he's going to be the key for us because in that first half, I thought he was absolutely brilliant. His work rate, he was closing down. He's moves the ball quickly. He's the one that gets that going. And his vision, he played two exquisite passes, mate. One, Cassand.
Blind ones as well. Like he'd play them out looking.
Like just not looking, just playing through it. And Cassand is just shit.
Cassand is not a footballer. Like what?
Mate, at this point, I'm
just guessing.
Mate, the highlight reel that we all watched for Nice, right? I'm convinced that's ChatGPT. He's made that up. He's never played football in his life, which is why against Crystal Palace when he was like this, it worked. It fucking worked.
Oh, God.
Right? I'm not saying he's not fit. He's probably an athlete because he can run back. And I said to Gaz, who sits next to me, right, why can he run quicker going back towards his own goal than he can when he's trying to attack a fullback? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, this guy's supposed to be an upgrade to Bailey at this point. Bring Bailey back. He got an assist for Roma yesterday.
He can't run quick with the ball. I don't know. The Watkins Marlon thing, like we said, it's night. Like we're going to say in the now, it's night and day. I don't know. Like Brighton, so your father-in-law was saying to me yesterday, he was like, I don't know what Watkins has to do. I was like, I don't know what Marlon has to do to start, and I don't know what Watkins has to not do to not start. Because Watkins isn't doing anything, and Marlon's doing everything. It just makes no sense to me. Like it should definitely be the way round that we saw yesterday. Marlon should start. If Marlon's not quite cutting it, it's like, right, cool.
Bring Watkins up. Yeah.
You bring on Watkins, and Watkins like tries to prove himself. He's got edge there. He's trying to prove himself. He's trying to push himself. And then the next game, it's like, cool, try Maron again. And again, if it doesn't work, then the next game, start Ollie. And I think the thing that people have said is like, and Jacob Tanswell did a whole write-up, didn't he, on The Athletic around where Marlon plays, where he should play. And
yeah.
But I feel like he's adapting. I feel like he's learning to be a 9 on his own.
Mate, he played it on his own yesterday.
Yeah.
And scored 2 goals. He looked a threat. He looked a real threat.
I mean, obviously, we need to. Obviously, it definitely did look a threat, and there's no excuse as well, because when Ollie came on, he was really poor. So, like, it's not like we can just go look at the opposition they're playing. And I was going to say that. I was going to say, look, you've got to remember, Young Boys.
Ollie had the chance, mate.
He did. Yeah, he had the chance. He had a good 35 minutes.
35 minutes.
Yeah, and he did.
I'll give you 4 occasions
he had that one shot, which was never going to go. It was never going to go in from that angle. He just kind of hit it well. The keeper, just kind of straight at the keeper. Yeah, that one where he was stretching. Yeah, that one when he was stretching, running through.
Yeah, which he was always going to bottle out of.
Yeah, and then he had a couple of others where he kind of like into good position. You just like, come on, in, bang, and he kind of cut in, and then he cut in.
Mate, he just looked so hesitant. There was 3 occasions where he had the defender one-on-one when he came on. And instead of knocking the ball past him and running, he waits. Then he tries to do it, and the moment's gone. And you go, where's Marlon yesterday? Boom, fucking
yeah, he's like, see you later.
Where the fuck's he gone? Like, he's gone, he's beating. Like,
defender's like,
like, it feels like Ollie's just lost a yard of pace, but it could just be confidence. And it's the same with the finishing. Like, Marlon's second goal, mate, it's straight down the middle of the goal, but it goes in because he takes it so early. It's a touch, and it's a bang. The keeper doesn't even get a chance to set. The keeper's coming out, he's like, fuck, it's past me. Like, the goal, like, it was... Ollie just doesn't do that.
Speaking of an early finish, how good was the finish for their goal, by the way?
Yeah, brilliant.
I watched that back. I was like, what a great take. Bang. Like, I don't know where Martin. I mean, Martin has no man's land for that. But he it was a great
coming off his line, is he? Yeah, it's poor defending, mate. Football was a game of 2 halves.
A little yesterday. We had that VAR decision, and
I just feel, we were in those decisions, but I thought we were in complete control up until he made the changes. Like, he made them too early. Like, I think I understand why he made them, but he just should have made them at 70 minutes, because I think we started the second half on the front foot again. And I thought, Marlon had a couple of chances where he got to the byline, put the ball back. You know, it was, I thought, get a third goal and the game is done and dusted, right? And then it was just a weird thing to bring 4 players on as well. It didn't even like mix it up. Like, just okay, we'll take Maron off for Watkins.
Well, he probably looked at it and just thought, we're so comfortable in this game. It's he's got complete faith in his squad, and he's kind of like, I'm going to bring these on. And I've said to you before, I think he usually does that when they're the players who are potentially going to play on Sunday. So I think Buendia will probably start. Watkins will probably start. I don't think Barkley will start. And
Kamara.
He brought Kamara on. He didn't bring Kamara on at the same time, though, did he? He brought Kamara on later, didn't he?
Kamara came on later, But it was Konza he brought on.
Yeah, he brought on Konza, right? And Konza will start. By the way, just got to say, what an incredibly perfectly timed step up from Konza for that for their offside goal.
Yeah.
Oh my God! He literally, you could see him just like go like this. He's like trying to hold himself back as much as he can, because he knows that that's it. I'm watching the highlights. I was like, that was really good.
Look, I just think in a game that you're that comfortable, where you've got momentum, that the changes were fine. They would have been fine if it had made them 10 minutes later. That's all. Yeah. And he doesn't usually make changes at 55, 60 minutes. That's very rare. Why did he do it? Like, I don't understand, because it ended up being quite a nervy finish for us when it was really quite a comfortable game. Do you know what I mean? Because Young Boys are a poor side. They really are. Like, really, you can see why they've conceded 36 goals so far this season. And it's, I mean, a win's a win, so I take it. But like, I just, we go again. And I feel like we can still, we've still got more to give. That's a good thing, right? We can only get better because we're winning games really without playing particularly well. And grinding out results, because this is what it's all about. I've said a million times, win like that every game, 2-1. I don't care about the performances. Like, if you're going to hold on, the important thing is there are days of yesteryear where we would have drew that game. Do you know what I mean? Or lost it. And so,
this is where it leaves us now. This is so we're third, joint top actually.
We're not joint top because it goes on goal difference. If we're joint top, everyone would be on the same statistics. No. Right, not joint top because we've got the same point. We are third. It says we're third.
Okay.
We're only top if we scored the most goals and we're the best team. Right, you sound like other people, other content creators, just because you want to make it sound good. No, if it finished, if the top,
yes, if you finish now, it'll be third. Okay,
top,
I've got your point. All right. Calm down. All right. Okay. You're right.
Oh, I've been around the young boys too much, mate.
Too excited. Yeah. So third in Europa League. I mean, we've got to be that Fenerbahce game. Basel will be tough, but I think that Fenerbahce game for me is like.
Oh yeah, but they're missing a key ingredient, aren't they?
What, Fenerbahce?
Yeah.
Why?
Do you not read it? John Duran got sent off yesterday. Flying headbutted somebody, apparently. He's going to miss that game.
That guy's unhinged.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely unhinged.
He just doesn't want to play against the Villa, does he? That's
a shame. I was actually quite looking forward to that dynamic of it.
Right, they've still got Marco Asensio to come and hurt us. But yeah, Duran was like, I don't fancy it. Maybe he's on his way back, so he's headbutted somebody yesterday, apparently. Very Zidane-esque. He's banned for 3 games, so he'll miss that one against us.
That's actually a bit of a shame. But it'll still be a tough game. I think that's probably the hardest one, I think.
I agree.
And I think if we win there, like we said, we want that top 2. We want that guaranteed home leg at Villa Park for the knockout stages. For that, you mean the second leg. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Cool. Right. Second half. Should we go into the second half?
Yeah, second half, mate. Like I say, I think we made hard work of it.
I meant the second half of this pod.
Oh yeah, that would make more sense because I thought actually we've already done the second half. What's the on about?
Right.
I've had a moment.
So, for anyone to skip to it, here we go. Seamless.
Hey! On to Sunday we go, mate.
On to the Wolves preview. Back Europa League's gone. Forget about that now. Premier League.
Well,
Wolves.
I've got to say about
Derby
this, mate.
Day.
And I've got to say
Derby Day.
We asked 2 Wolves fans to come on, and they both didn't even respond or come back. I asked another guy who my wife works with, who's a Wolves fan, and he said, "I'm not coming on because you're a Villa podcast, right?" So we've got no hat-trick quiz and we've got no Wolves fans to debate, unfortunately. No. So apologies for that. Hopefully we'll be back to normal when we've got Brighton next week.
I want to say that maybe this is why people hate why the other teams in the Midlands hate Villa because we're better. Is like I'd be happy to go onto a Wolves podcast, or I'd be happy to go onto a Blues one. Even I'll be like, this would be great. This would be great 100%. Fun, banter. But Wolves are right at this moment absolute dog shit. So they have no leg to stand on. They can't come in and go, we're going to do this, do that, because I think they know they're going to probably lose that game and probably use it quite heavily.
I mean, you would think if it was at Molineux, maybe it's a different story. They've got new manager bounce and whatnot. But yeah, mate, if we don't batter these on Sunday, I mean, it would just be very Villa-esque to lose to them, after such a great run, right?
Can you imagine?
They've got 2 points on the board, and I don't care about the new manager bounce. It's Rob fucking Edwards. What did he do? He got Luton relegated. He had
Middlesbrough and gone.
Well, yeah, look, he's a championship manager, mate. Great in the championship. Did really well at Luton getting promoted. But let's face it, if Ross Barkley was their star player, and he's now a bit part player for us. We have to. This has to be a statement. I don't care about the performance. I just want us to batter them. No goals conceded, please. We're at home, and we need the momentum going into December fixtures. Because it starts. We've got 7 games in December, Premier League games, which are tough, all of them really, because it's we had a discussion. It's all about, by the end of December, we'll know probably where we're going to be, right? And if we can be in touching distance of that top 4 or 5, mate, we've got to start believing that Champions League football's possible, but football's not about...
I believe Champions League football is possible right now. Like in the form we're in, until something else happens, I believe, because I'm 90% sure that it's probably going to be 5th again with the coefficients and stuff, because if you look at the European tables, Champions League, Europa League, the English clubs they're qualifying probably for the knockouts, and in the Champions League, I think they're all like in the top 8 or something like crazy like that. So it should be 5th, and 5th is definitely achievable. Like, we have to play well, and we have to. The key thing is this December period, and then it will be that kind of like late running at the end of the season. They're the 2 main periods here that are important for us. And so I still believe we can do it. The winning the league thing, like, I just can't talk about it. I just can't talk about it until something becomes kind of a bit closer to reality.
Imagine if we beat Arsenal twice, we beat Chelsea, we beat Man United over the Christmas period, right? Like, we've got to take...
Okay, let's go through it now, right? So, Wolves on Sunday. This isn't much of a preview of Wolves on Sunday, because I think we all believe we should be walking that game. I think the starting line is probably going to be the main thing that we're just not sure what's going to happen. But Wolves have got literally nothing to offer.
Well, that's what I say. Like, it would have been really good to get the Wolves fans on, because I'm really intrigued to know what they feel any threat they could cause. Because unfortunately, they lost their best player, didn't they? Like, in the summer, you know, he went to Man United, and then obviously they've lost their manager again, and it's they're in trouble, mate. They are in trouble. Like, 2 points at this stage is it's going to be tough for them to get out of that, I think, which is hopefully a good sign that one of the newly promoted sides will stay up, you know, which is good for the Premier League.
Sunderland, I mean, surely have got to be staying.
And I don't understand the hatred from these other Midlands teams, particularly Wolves and West Brom, towards the Villa, because I couldn't give a monkeys about them, mate.
They'll always say, but that's why. That's why, because we're on our high horse and we're all, you know, ooh, Villa, and we don't care about the others because they're all small fry. That's why.
I didn't say they were small fry. Right? I just don't care about them. Like, I would want every Midland club in the Premier League, mate. It would fucking be brilliant derbies.
Fans hate us.
Yeah, I know, mate. West Brom hate us more than Wolves do. Yeah, that's their. I think they hate us more than they hate themselves, and they're fucking a mile apart from each other. Like, just focus on that. Like, you know, I understand the Blues thing, but the Wolves thing I don't get. Like, and I get it. It must be hard. But even, do you remember when under Nuno with Wolves, I was a big admirer. I remember saying, like, at the time, that
in Europe and everything
where they are.
Yeah,
because they had like Diego Jota, God rest his soul. You know, they had a great side, mate, and they were pushing for like where we are now. And I'm very aware that we are losing Unai Emery away for being like Wolves again and fighting relegation. So I'm enjoying the ride when it is. Football happens like that. There's no guarantees. But what I will say that the difference is that we have owners that are trying to build an infrastructure that enables us to compete at the highest level all the time. Wolves have not done that. No. You know, it's all about like robbing Peter to pay Paul. So actually losing your manager fucks you over. Now, if we were to lose Unai, while it would be devastating, I hope he stays forever and we build a statue and all that kind of jazz.
Structure's there, though, right?
That structure's there now for people, and it's appealing, and that we're trying to grow a global brand. That Villa are understanding that it's about doing that, like similar to what Spurs have done. And yes, Spurs had a long time doing nothing, but now are in a very, very strong position going into next year. It will be a very different outlet. And that's what we're doing. And I think our owners are in it for the long haul. I think Unai's committed to it. I don't think Unai's really got started, because if you pick it apart, we haven't had the opportunity to get the players that he necessarily wants. He's been working with players and getting the best out of them, and we've overachieved, really. So it's not about, I think we're better than anybody in the Midlands. It's just that we are.
Yeah. It's simple as that, though, isn't it?
No, it's facts, isn't it?
I wanted to go over the fixtures, like you said, up until the new year now. So obviously Wolves, we'd like to see, surely should see 3 points there. Brighton away, relatively tough fixture. Although I think we've got an all right record away at Brighton, right?
Well, we did brilliantly last year, yeah. We have got, we've had in the past, we've done all right. Yeah,
we've had joy there, haven't we?
Yeah.
Arsenal at home, you'd like to think home record. That, I mean, it's crazy, right? If we beat Wolves and we beat Brighton, that could be like a bit of a top of the table clash, mate. We might finally get on Sky. Yeah. Yeah. So
mate, it's a possibility, right? Because you know that would be brilliant. Let's hope that. Come on, the Villa. Come on, the Villa.
You know what? I don't want it. I know we want to be on it, and if they did it again, I really don't want that to be the game where we'd be on like in the box.
Oh, right. No, I do, mate. I'd love it, mate. I'd be battering you live on Sky. I think we've won.
Yeah. But that Arsenal game, it should be.
I'm looking forward to it, mate.
We want to win it, but.
Quick plug, by the way, for that game. That's on Saturday, the 6th of December. On Sunday, the 7th, we're doing the next episode of Claret and Brewery, live from the attic. Cool. So picking that apart. So make sure you tune in for that.
Yeah, that'll be good. Then obviously we've got Basel and then West Ham away. Any away game in the Premier League is difficult.
Mate, it's tough now because they've got Nuno and they're on a run of form. They've started. You can see they're improving now. He's a good manager, mate. And so yeah, it's not a. That's going to be. I mean, it would have been easier.
We're playing Arsenal twice in like over 3 weeks.
I know. It
could genuinely be like this top of the table, like Titan stuff. It could be like if we could get something from Arsenal, we beat West Ham and then we beat Man U, lose to Chelsea, and then we're like sitting there and we've got Arsenal and we're like, oh yeah, we're still only like 2 points off. It could be crazy. This is madness.
This is what I'm saying, mate.
I feel like it's been like it was the same as I think last season. It feels like the season hasn't even got going. It doesn't make sense. Like, and we haven't got going. Feels like we haven't got going, and we're sitting here going, we might be in some kind of title challenge thing in the end of December. I don't understand.
No, it's unlikely, mate. The chances are we're probably going to lose against Wolves on Sunday, lose against Brighton, and get battered by Arsenal, right? And that's a real possibility. So, look, it's all this but some maybes. But like you just said there, we haven't really got started, and actually we're doing okay and growing out stuff. I think we can go under the radar, and I think we can get a result against all three of those teams next 3 games. I think we can beat Wolves. I think we can beat Brighton, and I think we can beat Arsenal. Arsenal, while are a very good side and doing very, very well, then they're not indestructible, mate. They've got weaknesses, and we've got to play to our strengths. We don't play like we fear them, and we did that last couple of seasons at home against them. You know, we've really given them a game. So, yeah, I'm up for it, mate. Bring it on. Bring it on.
The big question will be over the course of these next games: will it be Ali? Will it be Ali starting? Will it be Maron? Will it be someone else that we try to?
Mate, it has to be Maron. Maron's the one that's getting into the positions. Maron's the one that's scoring the goals. Maron's the one that's creating chances. Like, why the hell would you take that out of your team? Like, football is a form game.
Or if you're going to play Ollie, play him alongside.
Yes, play him on the left, mate. Like, rotating with him and Buendia. Do that. Like, but you've got to start with Maron. We need him in the team because, like I said at the start of the show, he brings a dynamic like that we just don't have. He creates chances and he scores goals. He's so direct, and I love it. I'm here for it, mate.
The definition of a strike.
Yeah,
scores goals, direct, fast, strong, good shot. It's just like literally striker. I don't understand why we're not playing. But,
but Ali holds the ball up.
It doesn't really do that anymore.
And it doesn't do that anymore.
So I don't know. Anyway, that's all we've got time for now. So we will be back, obviously, we will be back on Sunday evening to do a Wolves post-match. So we'll be doing that live. We'll then be back on Monday, obviously, for our normal weekly thoughts. So either that will be really, really, really happy, and we'll be talking about Marlon getting a hat trick and stuff. Yeah. Or really frustrating, and the fact that Ollie Watkins still hasn't scored a goal. Anyway, he scored one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gary, final thoughts, and then sing us out.
Final thoughts. Yep, I will be in and around the ground on Sunday. So doing a little bit of filming in terms of just kind of live, and I'll be on TikTok live. So if you do see us in and around the Trinity, come and say hi, come and have a selfie, come and get on the vid. We can use it in the footage. That'd be great. Hopefully it'll be 3 points in the bag, and we'll smash them at least 3 or 4-0. That's going to be the prediction. And then we're here for the live reaction for that. And a happy Monday, mate. Yeah,
lovely.
Enjoy yourselves as always. Every week we follow the boys in Claret and Blue.
See ya.
Peace.